the sensitivity scores that you guys wrote down are not something that you're going to find in any other class. They're not something you'll find outside of my class in particular. It's just something that I came up with as a way for us to think about how sensitive we are to the price of a product. The way of measuring this that's going to be common across all economics classes and even some other disciplines as well is using this thing called elasticity. So we're going to define price elasticity of demand here as the percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. If the formula looks a little ugly to you, it's nothing more than the symbolic way of writing that. So percentage sign, percentage, delta is the Greek letter that we usually use in scientific contexts for change, Q sub D, quantity demanded, divided by percentage change in price. And so what this is going to tell us is how much of a change in quantity we get as a percentage of how much we were already going to buy as the price changes by a given percentage. Now, a little bit of warning as you're reading through the textbook here, they're going to talk about something called the midpoint method, or sometimes arc elasticity. This is not something we're going to do in this class. It's basically a way of calculating percentages that's consistent when you increase or decrease. You know, if you increased from 100 to 200, that's a 100% increase. Going back from 200 to 100 is only a 50% decrease. This is not a calculation that you would ever have to do in any other class, and so I don't really see a point in you guys learning this midpoint method. What we're going to do instead is to just have the percentages given to us, like in this next exercise here. So Uber cuts the price of a ride in New York City by 15%, and when it does that, it finds the quantity of rides demanded goes up 30%. So what is the price elasticity of demand for these Uber rides? Our particular textbook wants to turn these all positive using absolute values, which is just fine. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. We've got our formula here for price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand, E sub D, equals absolute value of percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Okay. So now we can substitute in what we know. We know the 30% is the change in quantity demanded. We know the 15% is the change in price. Strictly, we've got a negative sign floating around there, right? Because the price went down 15%, but the absolute value signs are just going to take that away. We'll be left with 30 divided by 15%, and, well, that's just 2. 30 divided by 15 is 2. So what we've got then is a measure of how much of a percentage change in quantity we get for a given percentage change in price for these Uber rides in New York City. We'd say that if quantity changes by 1%, if price changes by 1%, quantity would change by 2%. The quantity change is just going to be double the price change. That's what this 2 here means.